Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, Squiz Kids quizzes, and welcome to our first Kids vs. Adults weekly news squiz for 2026. This is your chance to prove who's been paying the most attention to the week that just was. I'm Christy Kijarina. So, how does it all work? First, we'll have 5 questions for kids about what's been happening in the world for the past 7 days, then 5 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct questions can take the winner's podium. Easy peasy. Plus, of course, because it's a Friday, we have all today's birthday shout-outs and all the shout-outs for the weekend coming, including the famous birthday reggae tune, because it just wouldn't be Friday without it. Okay, you ready, y'all? Let's do this. Alrighty, kids, I hope you've been doing the brain teasers to keep your brains in gear. Here are your 5 questions. Question number 1. In our catch-up episode on Monday, Bryce told us that one city set a world record for the biggest New Year's Eve celebration as millions welcomed in 2026. Which city was it? Was it A, Sydney, B, Paris, or C, Rio de Janeiro? If you said C, Rio de Janeiro, you are correct. They're party people over there. Question number 2. In Thursday's podcast, Bryce explained that experts have released new back-to-school guidelines to help kids get enough sleep. According to those experts, how much passive screen time should primary school kids have, at most, each day during the school week? Should it be A, 1 hour, B, 2 hours, or C, unlimited as long as you get your homework finished? It's C, unlimited. No, it isn't. Sorry about that. It is B, 2 hours at the most. Question number 3. During Spin the Globe this week, we heard about a toy that's going viral in China for the zodiac year of the horse. Why were people rushing to buy this particular plush toy? And I'll give you a hint, it has something to do with its facial expression. It has a very sad face, which people said that they could relate to. Question number 4. In Thursday's episode, Bryce warned that swimmers in Melbourne needed to stay out of the water after an invasion of blobby sea creatures closed beaches in Port Phillip Bay. What animal caused the closures? Excellent work if you remembered that it is a jellyfish, and you can take an extra point if you knew that it's the lion's mane jellyfish. Question number 5, last one for you already, kids. Much of Australia has been experiencing a heat wave this week. The town of Ceduna recorded a top temp of 49.5 degrees, or more than 120 degrees Fahrenheit, making it one of the hottest places in the country. Which Aussie state is Ceduna in? And I'll give you a hint, it was the first Australian state to grant women the right to vote and to stand for Parliament. It's home to the magnificent Flinders Ranges, and it's where you'll find Australia's oldest family-owned chocolate maker, Haigh's. How did you go with this one? Did you say South Australia? You are correct. Alrighty, how did you go, kids? Be honest, did you just cook the adults? Yeah, I thought so. Just before we get into the adult questions, this weekend's Squiz Kids Science Short asked the question, how many generations have ever lived? Not birthdays, not centuries, generations. From modern humans and deep time to how many people have ever lived on Earth and why a fruit fly experiences time very differently to us, this short stretches our brains right back through history and helps us understand where we fit into the long human story. You're going to find it in your podcast feed first thing Saturday morning. Alrighty, adults, you can stretch, hydrate, and come on back. Okay, adults, now it's your turn. Time to show those kids how it's done. Question number 1. A baggy green cap worn by cricket legend Sir Donald Bradman went up for auction this week after being carefully preserved by the Indian family who owned it. How much did the cap sell for? Was it A, $160,000, B, $460,000, or C, $960,000? Did you see a picture? It was so well preserved, and it was B, $460,000. Question number 2. A new free trade agreement described as the mother of all deals was announced this week. The agreement is between the European Union and which country? And I'll give you a hint, it's the world's most populous country. Well done, adults, if you knew that it is India. Question number 2. Recent anger in the state of Minnesota has been sparked by the fatal shooting of a protester by federal immigration agents. Who is the governor of Minnesota, the state where these protests are happening? And I'm going to give you a hint. He was Kamala Harris's running mate in the 2024 US election. How good's your memory? His name is Tim Walz. Question number 4, true or false? The new Australian of the Year, Catherine Bennell-Pegg, is the first Australian woman to have flown in space. That is in fact false. She's the first Australian to qualify as an astronaut under the Aussie flag, but is yet to be selected for a space mission. Can't wait till that happens. Question number 5, last one for you adults. After his album Britpop went to number 1 in the UK, which artist described himself as the, quote, the Forrest Gump of pop? Having now surpassed the Beatles for the most UK number 1s. And you can take an extra point, adults, if you can tell me how many number 1 albums that is. Is it A, Robbie Williams, B, Harry Styles, or C, Elton John? The self-described Forrest Gump of pop is Robbie Williams, and he now has 16 number 1 albums. Alrighty, adults, how'd you go? Count up your score. Who's claiming bragging rights this week? If you've missed any of these cool news stories throughout the week and you want to refresh your memory, all of this week's Squiz Kids episodes are available for a re-listen wherever you get your podcasts. And for the big people, check out the Squiz Kids Today podcast for all our news for grown-ups. Alrighty, we're not done yet because coming up next, it's time for...
Shout-outs.
It's Friday, January 30, National Croissant Day. Making a croissant properly involves folding and rolling dough dozens of times to create its flaky layers. That's why good croissants take so long to make and why bad ones feel, well, just a little bit sad. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today and over the coming weekend. And of course, because it's a Friday, we're going to crack out that old birthday reggae tune. Hit it. It's a very happy birthday to Mila from Manly, Luke from North Maclean, Jackie from Kalanga, Lincoln from Brunswick Junction, and Thomas from Holland Park. And belated birthday shout-outs go to Angad, Bennett, Vincent and Navya, all from Forest Lake. Now, don't forget to tune in this Sunday when a new From the Vault episode arrives. This time we're heading back to one of the most expensive, tragic and mistake-riddled expeditions in Australian history, Burke and Wills. It's a story of ambition, bad decisions, ignored knowledge, and a journey that almost crossed the continent. Almost, but ended in disaster. It'll be landing in your podcast feed this Sunday. For now, though, I'm Christy Kijarina signing off and reminding you all to get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.